Good morning, beautifuls. Well, it may not be morning for you when you watch this, but it's morning here. I wanted to share today's devotional. I wanted to say testimony. That's not the right word. It's from a book called He Whispers Your Name by Cherry Hill. I'm not sure. But I myself am going through something where I really need God to move. Don't we all? And it's not just me. There's other people involved, and people that I love, and people that I don't have close physical access to. And so I have to trust that God is going to take care of these people that I love, while I'm unable to be with them. And so so then I read today's devotional, and it really spoke to me, and I just wanted to share with you guys, and then just a little word at the end. So here we go. Today's devotional is called Trusting God's Love. Don't allow yourself to drown in your doubts. You have every reason to trust me and be confident and positive regarding every situation in your life. Don't concentrate on your weaknesses and inadequacies, but instead focus on my strength. This is from God. I want you to live your life boldly, honestly, and full of hope. My promises enable you to live without worry and to feel safe and secure. I have amazing plans for your life. I can do more than you can hope for or imagine. So keep hoping. Rely on my word to get you through each day. When you're uncertain and filled with fear, come and find freedom at my throne of grace. You can always come to me and express your true feelings, which is what I want to touch on when I finish this. I want to have a relationship with you in which you are open and honest and able to even express your anger toward me. My mercy will meet you where you are, and my grace will always be more than sufficient to embrace your pain and sorrow. My love goes far beyond your feelings, and your faith in me, regardless of what lies before you, enables you to experience peace in the midst of chaos. Your faith in me, believing against all odds, brings about my greatest miracles. Yes. I needed that today. And every day. So, the line where he says, you can always come to me and express your true feelings. I've had a hard time. It's good for me to be reminded of this, because I still have this, and I don't know why or where it comes from really, but I still have like these religious tendencies where I think of God as where he's just this crusty, bitter old man that hates everybody, which doesn't make any sense, because why would he make us all? This whole thing was his idea. The animals, the earth, us, everything. It was all his idea. So clearly he wanted us here, or he wouldn't have made everything for us and then put us here, right? But yeah, so I have, throughout my 18 years walking with the Lord, I have really struggled with being honest, because I thought, I can't get mad at God because he's the Lord. And so I would pretend when I wasn't angry at him, when things were happening in my life, when I didn't understand. And so then all this stuff just built up, until it just builds up, and then I explode, and then I have like a really angry phase, and then I'm really mad at God, and then because I haven't been honest with him that entire time, then all these really ugly, hateful things would come out of my mouth, and God, you don't love me, and you don't care, and I know you're real, but you don't care, and look what you did to your own kid, and you think I'm supposed to trust you, and oh man, I've said some really horrible things to God. But it's really cool because the next line says, I want to have a relationship with you in which you are open and honest and able to even express your anger toward me. And then he says, my mercy will meet you where you are, and my grace will always be more than sufficient to embrace your pain and sorrow. God can handle it. God's strong. God is strong. And he's solid. He's secure. He knows who he is. So when we come to him and we're like, God, it's not fair, and what you're doing isn't right, and where's my blessing, or how come she gets, or how come he gets, or why aren't you moving, or blah, blah, blah. All this stuff, God's not moved. God doesn't come off the throne and smack us across our face and go, how dare you talk to me like that? I'm the Lord and you won't ever speak to me that way. No, he doesn't do that. Nor does he fall off his throne and go, oh no, my kids don't believe in me, now I'm not God, and now I can't move. There's nothing we can do that's going to move him off his throne, okay? We are not that powerful to take him off his throne. So, I just want to encourage you. Okay, here's an example from my life. This was, close to 7 years ago now. When I was pregnant with my middle child, my second youngest, or second oldest, however you want to look at it. She'd probably want to be called second oldest. But yeah, my second oldest daughter, and what was I going to tell you? Oh gosh, I was so incredibly sick with her my entire pregnancy. That was the worst pregnancy I've ever had. I was very, 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 very sick the entire time. It was very brutal. And so one night I was up at like 3 a.m, throwing up again, and I was just so exhausted and so tired of throwing up, and I just wanted some sleep, and I was probably 6 months along by then, and my first pregnancy was smooth sailing, so I was not used to this constantly being sick at all hours of the night, and so I didn't know I would have a pregnancy like that, and so I was angry and I was bitter at God, because I was like, Lord, I go to church every Sunday, I write Facebook posts about you, I'm on the prayer team, I volunteer, I do all this stuff for you, and all I'm asking is that you take my sickness away, and you won't even do it. Rah! And I was just raging against God, showing him all my qualifications and all the things I had done for him and all the reasons why he needs to move on my behalf now. And he had mercy on me, because he met me at that toilet. So I'm sitting there with laying my face on the toilet seat, just waiting for it to come up. And I'm so angry. And I'm like cursing him in my mind, because I can't talk, because I don't know when stuff's going to start coming out. And I was just railing against him in my mind. And he met me there. And he just gently, lovingly spoke, hey, remember? I'm for you. I'm on your side. I'm with you. Remember? And his kindness, after I had just said so many horrible things to him, broke my heart. I mean, it broke me. And then I'm like, I'm so sorry I was so mean to you. Because like we get in this thing where we're just like, rah, and all we can see is all we can see with our eyes, and then we get angry at God, and he allows us to get ourselves all worked up, But then he comes in and he sets us straight, but it's with his kindness and it's with his love, and he's like, hey, remember? I love you. I'm on your side. And then I'm like, and his His love just broke that bitterness, just broke the hold that the darkness had on me, you know? It just broke that hold in that moment. It's like my eyes were opened once again, and I'm like, oh yeah, God's my Father. He loves me. He loves me. And you know what? I was sick the rest of that pregnancy. He didn't take the sickness away. And why? I don't know. But this is what I know. He never left me. He never left me, and he was so kind to me when I was so mean to him. And he's been that way to me ever since. Friends, he can handle... There are things that happen in our lives that we never ever thought would happen, that we never expected, and that we're not ready for. And it just knocks us to our knees. You know, and it could be something as simple as a comment from someone that we really thought, that we thought a lot of, and we thought that they thought a lot of us. And then they say something. And we're like, oh, you never cared about me at all. And it hurts. Or we're going through these things, and it seems like it never ends. We're just going through it and going through it and going through it and going through it. And God, is it ever going to end? He's with us. He's with us, and he's not mad at us for our doubt. He's not mad at us when we don't understand. He's not mad at us. He's not mad at us. He's not. God's not mad at you. And he's not mad at me. So my message for today is be honest with God. Tell him how you feel. I'm about to get off of here and be honest with God myself and let him know how I feel. You know, this situation that's going on in my life, it's with someone that I love very, very, very much. And I have made it my life's goal to protect the ones I love. But I've got to realize I can only do so much, but God can be where I can't be. So I don't need to be afraid. So that's it. I love you girls. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If this message finds you in pieces, I pray that it leaves you in peace. I pray that this message finds you in pieces, where you're scattered and you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. What is going on? But that at the end of this message, you feel peace. And that you know, it's okay. I can tell God how I feel. You know what? It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to come to God and go, God, I am so scared right now. I am so scared that blah, blah, blah is going to happen. Or, God, I'm so angry right now. I feel like blah, blah, blah. I can't believe she said blah, blah, blah. I can't believe he did blah, blah, blah. After everything I've done. Rah. It's okay. God can handle it. You know? David did it. David did it. Huh. In the Psalms, David's like, take down my enemies. Crush them. Crush their bones. And I'm reading it, and I'm like, is it okay to feel like this now, Lord, now that we're in the new covenant? Or is it okay to feel this way? Can we, you know, like, well, I'm a Christian, I'm not supposed to feel this way. But we're still people. We still have feelings, right? We now have the Spirit, and we can override the old man. But the old man truly is dead. But he still calls out. You gotta be so angry about that. You're right. I am mad. Or whatever, you know. But even on our fleshy days, God can handle it all. So that's all.
Mama.
A baby girl's here. Say bye! Have a great day, girls. I love you all. Be honest with God.
No.
Say, Jesus loves you.
Jesus left me.
And he loves you too. Bye, girls.